Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be trying a new Prismatic Warlock build I've been using, revolving around the exotic class item. I just unlocked this. I had done Dual Destiny on my Warlock, but this is the first one I got, and this is the one I'm looking for. Spirit of the Ophidian and Spirit of the Claw. So Ophidians give you that 35 passive handling, so that's really nice, makes your weapons feel a lot better. And this is probably the most interesting part of the class item, Spirit of the Claw. Gain an additional melee charge. Now, you can see I'm running 100 strength. I got the Ophidians, the Claw. And this is really important because I'm a Void Warlock. Void Warlock is my favorite class. And I think Pocket Singularity is probably the best melee in the game. Because it has insane tracking. You can pre-fire it around corners. It makes people volatile, and it knocks people up in the air, so where they're subject to the effects of airborne effectiveness accuracy. So, like if you hit someone with a melee, they get knocked in the air, and then they can't really shoot back at you because they have that accuracy decrease. So having two of these melees is honestly like it's so fun, but it's also like you're like a nightmare to go against because it's just so annoying to get hit by this melee multiple times. I'm using Helion and Feed the Void for aspects. I was thinking about using Lightning Surge. I've used Lightning Surge in the past, but at least for my playstyle, like this is a very good ability, but I always use it wrong, and I probably put myself in bad positions by just running in and just using the Lightning Surge. So I'm gonna use Helion instead. Helion's nice, just like a little bit of extra chip damage when you cast your class ability. So it helps get some good cleanups. If it hits somebody, they're scorched, so they can't get their health. So it's just a nice little thing to activate. And if it does get a kill, it does activate your Devour, so you get your health back. Grenade-wise, I think for this build, it's personal preference. I like using Storm Grenade the most out of any of these. I just think it's the most consistent and reliable grenade. Threadling grenades, you can use it, but people kind of just shoot it off the ground. Cold snaps, without Osmomancy, they're pretty slow and unreliable. Healing grenade is also a good option because it charges really fast. But without Touch of Flame on Solar, the healing is not the craziest, so I wouldn't use this one either. Vortex grenade just has a really long cooldown. This is a good grenade if you like using this, but at least for my playstyle, I'll use Storm Grenade. Then we have Phoenix Dive. I was contemplating whether or not to use Rift, Healing Rift, or Phoenix Dive, but I think Phoenix Dive for this build is probably a little better because you get your Helion up more often. Super is personal preference, but I like Nova Bomb the most because it charges the fastest of these, and it's the one I'm most used to using. In terms of fragments, I use the grenade buffing one, where if you use a arc grenade, it jolts. I'm using a storm grenade for that. If you use a void grenade, it weakens. This also does buff your prismatic grenade when you get transcendence, so this is a nice fragment to have, even though it does lower your discipline. This one is just for plus 10 recovery. I know you can't see it because there's so many little things, but I just use this for plus 10 recovery. This one plus 10 strength, which is nice to get more pocket singularities. And then it also gives you damage just when there's multiple people nearby, so this is nice. This one, it is minus 10 strength, but that's kind of counteracted by this, but it also makes you radiant. You hit someone with a melee, and it's like, if you throw this melee out, it's basically a guaranteed hit. The tracking is just insane. It can make like 90-degree turns on walls, so it's like a super easy way to get radiant as well, so this is a nice fragment to have. And then even though we do have Devour for ability kills, sometimes you get melee kills when you don't have your abilities up, so this melee health for Gen 1, Faster Blessing, is also really nice. In terms of weapons, I would recommend using a kinetic weapon, whatever you're most comfortable with. Bygone's really good, if you use a hand cannon, that's cool too. Any good kinetic weapon is nice because you want to be able to get your Transcendence really fast, or as fast as possible, because when you pop Transcendence, you get all your abilities back off cooldown, and the Transcendence Grenade is actually really good because it suppresses and slows. So if if you're on super round, you may not have a super, but if you have Transcendence, you have at least a way to fight back against the super. You'll suppress them and you'll slow them and you'll weaken them with the weaken fragment. So I think Transcendence is just a very important part of this build. Having a kinetic weapon, making it the you know, easiest way to access it is really nice. So in this gameplay, in the gameplay I'm about to show, I'm just using Thorn, but you can really use anything. If it was like Trials, I'd probably use like Bygones or Hawkmoon, just because those are a little bit better in those 3v3 modes. Special weapon preference, or if you are like using like a double primary setup, that's cool too. I just using Prophet of Doom because it's just like the standard shotgun these days. Heavy, I think LMGs are probably the best right now, just because you can get the most bang for your buck in terms of ammo. And then in terms of stats, the one thing I did prioritize is max strength, so I could have the most pocket singularities as possible. Max recov to charge the Phoenix die the fastest. And then just like solid stats around. It'd be nice if I could have like 7 resilience for a 120 hand cannons, but you know, it hasn't been hasn't come up too often. I see most people using pulses these days, so I think, yeah, just strength and recovery, and if you have this class item, are the most important. So yeah, without further ado, let's get the gameplay rolling, and thanks for watching.
Rumble. The enemy is everywhere. The enemy down. You're in first place. Amazing! For one. final push and victory is yours. Down. You're first. Are you happy? You killed everyone. Don't do this outside the crucible. The victory was yours, and yours alone. In Zone B. To leave, but the match isn't over. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost. Enemy has zone advantage. Zone B captured. You have advantage. 5 minutes left. Keep it up. 2 for 1. Zone B lost. They have advantage. Double down. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Want more, Guardian? What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. Zone C lost. Finish them. Three minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. 2 for 1. Zone C captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Sound tactics bring victory. Impressive. You could give the Redjacks a lesson in territory control. Show your enemy this place belongs to you now. Take the zones. You captured Zone A. Enemy claimed Zone C. Zone B captured. You have advantage. Double down. A fire team that fights together stays together. Zone A lost. Enemy has zone advantage. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. That's why we have fire teams. Zone C lost. Enemy has zone advantage. Together as one. I love it. Your moments of clarity are weapons, Warlock. Zone C captured. You have advantage. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. Yes. 3 down. One. 5 minutes remain. A strong start. Fight on. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent! Ikora would be proud of you, Warlock. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing! Zone B lost. They have advantage. Zone C lost. They have advantage. Zone A captured. You have zone advantage. Your moments of clarity are weapons, Warlock. Minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. Keep it up, and victory is yours. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent. Victory is all I ask. Good. Impressive. You could give the Redjacks a lesson in territory control.